Alrighty guys, today we're going to put together the Yaheetech Kitchen Island. Looks fairly simple. So first off we need board number 2. Now it wants us to put, we're going to be working on the end with the 2 boards. And we also need to find 2 12s, 12 and 12. And we need the wooden piece here. And we need some seeds. So we're going to call these seed. We're going to need 4 of them. And they are, they're hex. So to start off with, you're going to take the 112 and you're just going to put it on the other side of this to get those started. So do the hole. Line that up. We're just going to turn just a little bit, just to get her started. And turn a little bit to get her started. The divot goes on the inside because that's what's going to hold your big wooden rod. Okay, maybe not the best choice of words. Just gonna put that in here. Well, we don't have to put it in yet. Okay, now we should probably put her in. As we tighten this, the gap should close. Oops. Oh, you know what? This probably comes in and out. No, maybe not. I was thinking it might be a paper towel holder, but no, I think it's more like towel holder. Okay. Part 1, done. Part 2, we need 14 and 15, which should be these 2 right here, 14 and 15. And you want to put the side with the 3 holes along the bottom up. And we need part 2 of G. Plastic. Or perforate it so that they can be torn easily. Yeah, these, I was going to say a Phillips head should work on this. Just going to put those in. There we go. Alright, step 2 done. Moving right along. It's only 21 steps, so it shouldn't be hard. Alright, going to put 14 down. So which one's 14? This one's 14. Now we need 16 and 17 plus 2 dowels. We need 4 dowels total. We need 2 for each side. And then we need 2 cams, which are H, should be 16, and 17 is another rod thing. Doesn't say 17 on it, but I'm going to say that's probably it because it looks thin. 16. Here's 16. Okay. So you're just going to put your 2 dowels in. And alright, once the cam hole into the bottom, so you're just going to slide your cam in there. And once the cam's slid in, you're just going to turn it. Okay, close enough. Now, you're going to put 17 in. You're going to put 2 more dowels up here. Oops, it helps if I use the hole. And then line up the holes. And with the holes lined up, just flip her over and put your cam in. And turn the cam to lock it. Pretty simple so far. Now we're going to take piece number 3. And then you want to take 4 more of the C's. So, put these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to take the two boards again. Same 2, or similar. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Just kind of mirroring what it was on the other side. Actually, we're going to take these 2 out for the moment. Because, alright, now this goes like this. Yep, it goes like that. So we're just going to line up those holes. Line those holes up. Now we can just turn them just a little bit to start them. Go to the other side and do the same thing. Alright, now. Now that they're lined up in here, we're just going to push that back a little bit, hold it there. And put those in the rest of the way. Like I said, if you're using power tools, put it on a lower tool. That way you don't go in too far. Alright, next step is to place this down. Looks like it's this one though. It's the other one, I think. Yeah, it's the other one. We're back on 2. I don't know why we're swapping back and forth between 2 and 3. You think 3 is the last one in your hand, that should be the one that you go to next. You're going to take your drawer slides. Okay, these 2 are for the inside, for the drawer. These are L and M. So you're going to get the picture. L is going to be the one that when you hold it up, you want the knob on the bottom, 2 holes on the top while it's facing. And then M, going to be the other side. Nice little picture there to show you though. So now we're looking for E. There's D and E. I don't know what the difference between D and E is. Okay, E is the smaller one. D must be the bigger one. So I need 6 of the small guys. I also need 2 G's, which were in here. Actually 4 G's. Then 2 for each side. Now the 2 G's are going to go. Let's see. We're looking at this. This is down. Okay, there's 2 knobs here. They look metal. You're going to put your G's into there. We're just going to do those finger tight for now because, well, we're going to switch bits anyway. So we'll go ahead and put them in tight. This is going to line up right here, and you're going to put 1, 2, 3 holes. It goes in the first hole, and then the first hole of that in the group, and then like the 5th hole, 4th hole of the 3rd group. So that's just don't tighten them down when you're putting them in until you get all 3 of them in, because you want to make sure you can move it around if you have to get to your next hole. Alright, that one's done. back to 3. And you're going to do the same thing on 3 that you just did with 2. Only this time, it's going to be reverse of what you did last time. Which, as long as you put the first one in the first hole, the rest of them are lined up, so you don't have to. That did okay, that did not want to tighten here. On to step 7. Wow, we're almost a third of the way through this. We're going back to 2. And you're going to put 2 on its side with the roller facing out. Now we need a cam. Actually, no, we don't need a cam. We need a B, which that's still kind of like a cam. We need 1 of those. We need 2 dowels. Actually, the next step is going to be just the mirror image of this one. So let's go ahead and grab 4 dowels. We'll grab another one of these toggle cam looking things. That says T, not A. That says A and B. Oh, this is B and T. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry, make sure you grab the right stuff. It's B and T, not B and A. Which is in that BST pack. Alright, now we need 2 cams. Or actually 4 cams. Now we need number 4 and number 5. So, small guy. Okay, we're going to put 5 in first. So 5 has the 2 rods, and you're going to put the dowel in the other hole. The hole beside it. Now you're going to take this, flip it over so that it's facing up, while the hole's facing up towards you, and flip it around so that the 2 holes in the middle are far away from you. We're going to go ahead and slide that in here. Place our 2 cams in, and then tighten those 2 cams down. Okay. Now to attach number 4 to it, and the hole towards you. So it's going to go on like this. So it's going to go through the hole below the rail, hole right here. That goes all the way through. And then your dowel is going to go into the hole right below that does not go all the way through. There we go.
See how easy that was?
Alright, now we're just going to sit this down for a minute. We're going to mirror image the other side. Now we're just going to flip her gently to her side. Everything's lining up, and we're just going to shove everything into its hole. And bada bing, bada boom. Oopsie. Bada bing, bada boom. And we do it again. Let's put those cams in here at the bottom. And then tighten those cams. And that should help put the top piece in so you can let go.
Change your bits.
And then again, you're gonna make sure that the screwdriver part of the bit, or the screwdriver, you know, piece that you can put your screwdriver, your flathead into, is facing you. That way, if we have to turn it, we can. And bada bing, bada boom. She's in. Alright, on to step 9. So now we're going to turn her upside down. Okay? Turn her upside down and... Sorry. It's not going to matter which way it goes at the moment. We need 2 more dowels. Right here on this back side here. And two holes that are there. And we're going to look for piece 9. This is 9. And we're going to slide that in there. It doesn't matter which way this one goes, because it can be used either direction. It's got 2 dowels on both sides. Now, it says to take piece 8 and slide piece 8 into both sides. Not quite sure I understand why we're not somewhat securing this before we slide these in. You would think they would secure it from the top here. Oops. So that she would actually be secure to where you can actually put these in. But it's not. And that's fine. Because once you get the one in, well, the other one's still got room to move. For the time being. There we go. Alright, put those together. And then the next step, real simple. 2 more dowels into the end of this piece. 2 more dowels on top of that. Onto the middle of the other 2. And then you need to grab 4 A's and 4 B's for go in here.
What's the top piece called? The top piece is called number 7.
Alright, so it's got a ridge here for this to fit in. So that tells you orientation of it. So slide our dowels in here. Make sure she's into the holes, which she is. Then you're going to take your B's off your A's. Now right now she's upside down, guys. We're building from the ground up, or from the top down, rather. These A's are going on the top, and the B's are going to go into the sides here, from inside. So make sure you orient them, again with the flathead screwdriver part facing the center. So if you have to move them, you can. So we're going to play the lotto here. And one that's good. Two that's good. Oops, my bit stayed behind. That one is not good. That one needs turned. That one's good. Which the vibration made that one line back up for us. So, all good. So on to step 11. We're almost halfway through. Awesome. Alright, next step is we need the casters and J's. There's 16 J's. No, the lock-ins go here and here. So non-locks here and here. Oops. Lock and lock, non-lock. Just gonna take your screws and put them through the holes. And I guess it probably doesn't matter. I mean, you could switch the corners that those locking casters are in. Of course, differently than what those instructions say. The hard stuff is hold here. I gotta move it just a little bit. And then once they're all started, then you can go and tighten her down. Got one left. So we're done with the bottom. There's nothing else to do on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and flip her over. Now look at that. She rolls. Now we need piece 1. So we need 1, 2, 6 G's. And the G's are going to go into... No, the plastic ones. Oh, the plastic. Although all the holes that have plastic in. The other 2 holes are probably... not being... 2 dowels. Alright, so the dowels are going to go here on this side and here on this side. Oops. Come on, you're right there. Don't make me get up. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take cams. We need 6 cams. We have 6 of the other things. These are going to go through the holes. Dowels are going to go into the sides, cams are going to go up underneath, and then rotate it. Whoopsie. Get a couple started there. Then we can pull her over and get some more lined up. And okay. Close. There we go. Awesome. Put those cams in here. Of course, the divot part of the cam is going to go up towards the screw or the thing it's latching on to. So if you can slide it in, you're lined up right. And if you can't slide it in, you're not lined up right. First one, wasn't it? Alright, we'll go ahead and put the 2 sides on. Whoops, that's not a shelf yet. Okay, now I can see. Somehow I got 7 in my hand again. Again, I thought I counted 6, but... Now it's time to put the drawer together. And we need 19, 20, and 21. We need 4 Ds. The Ds are going to be the longer ones from this package, the VE package. So 19 is going to go over here. And 20 is going to go over here on my side. Now we need 21, which is going to be, nope, not that guy. Here's 21. Okay. So we're gonna put 21 down. And we're gonna put the thing towards us. And we're gonna put 20. We're just gonna go ahead and put the screws in there. And we'll line her up with the holes as soon as I can find them. Give it a little bit of a turn to make sure we're in there. Okay, that's good. Hold you up now. There it goes. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, now for the front of the drawer, we need, what, 2 U's, a K, and 4 G's. Last of our G's. And they're going to go into the side. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Into the side here. That's done. Now we need our handle, which is going to be K and U. Not U, the letter U. All 3 of these handles are K, and the bolts are U, or the screws are U, or bolts, or whatever. Take them out. Come through to the outside. And they don't give you enough room to twist it from the inside, so. We just have to line her up and tighten her. Well, guess what we're going to do now? We're going to get some cams. The only drawer insert thing we have left. So slide her in. Alright, now we've got her. Line her back up. Put her on. Now tighten the cams down. Oopsie. There we go. The drawer is done. Step 17. Now we're going to put the rails on it. Okay, guys, for the next step, I'm going to take the roller here, and you're going to bend it, or have it bent over to where most of the holes are on the bottom. Now, the holes are going to line up with other holes. You know, the pilot holes for your little E screws here. And you're just going to find those and get those started. It don't matter which ones, because you're going to see the holes. The pilot holes to line them up. So alright, that one might not be in far enough. Then you're just going to flip her over and do the same thing to the other side. Oh, do the same thing on the other side though. And oops, up against this. Maybe I should have set it down to do it, but then you wouldn't be able to see it on camera. So, all right. After that, since those are all in, now we can put the drawer right side up, and then into her home. Yay! We have a functioning drawer. Okay. Next step. Okay, so now we're going to go to the doors here. We're finally going to get the doors, and it wants us to do the outside of the door. It wants it face down. So we're going to put it face down, and we're going to grab the rest of our handles here. And alright, looks like that one's empty. And now we're going to need these hinges. So we're going to take hinges here, and we're going to try to get the hinges. So, just take the hinge here, and, oh, okay. Why has it got this? Oh, okay, it goes right in the hole, or circle there. Goes right inside the door. Look at that, nice and easy, nice and easy. So I guess it didn't really matter which way the hinges lined up, because the door wasn't going to let me put them on the wrong anyway. Okay, now we're going to put the handles on. Be the same as the other handle, just take the screw out. Oops. And then we're going to push the screws through the door. Line her up with the hole here. And this could be yay! Alright. Getting excited, we're almost done. Okay, push that through and oopsie. So we're gonna take 4 of those little E's again. Spin around. Try to line her up here. Actually, okay, now that she's somewhat hung there, we're going to go ahead and close her to make sure she's lined up right. She is. We're part way here and go ahead and tack those down. Now, once she's closed, she lines up pretty good, so we don't have to adjust it. Okay? Not hard. Put the other door on. It's going to be the same thing, only move to the other side. Around the your tablet. Alright, and there should only be one step left. Alright, and the piece we need is called R. So it's going to be these round guys that I just threw on the floor. Little small pegs. Like it's used for doors on a lot of grills. A little metal dowels. You're just going to pick which one of these holes you want it in for how high you want the drawer to be, or shelf to be rather. We're just going to put it in the middle so it's right down the middle of the road, and then we can adjust it later if need be. If the woman now it's real simple. Oops. Helps if I get it all the way in, huh? The shelf's in there. pushed back, and bada bing, bada boom. She is together. Oh, maybe another step here, I'm sorry. Okay, now it says stickers to hide 2 screws. Okay, I mean, I don't think they're that visible and that noticeable, so.